Easy. I'm not sure if they had a shoot around this morning, but you put simple plays in, you put a high screen and roll, maybe. Oh, nice take. You know, the NBA is fantastic happens. I mean, you never know what's happening, and so we kind of actually just rallied around there, and guys played some bigger minutes than you normally would. Yeah, so anything, you just got to be ready for really anything, especially in this situation. Tough shots.
Yeah, step back by Karl Anthony Towns.
There's
okay.
The best. Ooh, he's feeling it early. He's the best shooter, big man in the world. But that's a tough shot. I mean, if he makes those all night, step back threes, then he's going to protect the guard. Okay, Dwight. But your kid has shown that he doesn't really like the best players. All the team beat you, so he's been showing a lot of traps.
Because you're not running a bunch of sets that are complicated.
No.
Trey Burke in, and the inbounds pass by Burke to Jalen Brunson, who's money on the three-pointer.
I like my guy Pinson checking in and making skip passes already, man.
Yes, I mean, he knows how to play. He played in North Carolina. There's a trap on Towns. Got to get to the first rotation, though. You know, sometimes, you know how it is. You make your first one and your confidence goes up and you kind of roll from there. Something good move. And help. You can't just give up a wide open layup.
Moses Brown runs the floor.
On the floor, big fella. Can catch and finish around the rim and make some free throws. And so I think he's shown some promise here early in the season. And, you know, he'll get spot minutes here now. Yeah, good move.
Theo Pinson puts it down. Pinson's always had a reputation as a good
Finish.
passer, and Pinson with the first pass, Ntilikina with the second, and Brown with his second slam dunk.
JJ used to always say, hot player.
I caught your comment. Yes, Noel is good at this time of year. Here's Trey Burke inside, and the runner falls home.
Right, you got to have enough players and bodies to play. So hopefully they can contribute tonight. Obviously, Chris has been around. Good pass.
And good finish by McLaughlin.
I was ready for that to drop. I felt it.
Pass by McLaughlin, and Layman with the fancy finish. It draws a foul. Theo Pinson.
Got to get one up.
Ooh, and it's Chris who heats it into the shot clock, and the prayer is answered.
Go.
Great shot.
Boban is working with the strength and conditioning coaches, and he's doing mountain climbers. He's doing sidestep drills as it scores inside on the putback on cue as we're telling a story about him.
I mean, what is he, 7'5" with what, 1% body fat? I mean, look, he's ripped. So he's always ready, always working. It's almost like
what touch?
I mean, what is he, 7'5" with what, 1% body fat? I mean, look, he's ripped. So he's always ready, always working. It's almost like
what touch?
Into the bench guys that don't complain when they don't play. That matters for team morale. To have a guy stay ready, and he can miss 5 games and he never.
Oh, you hit him on the arm. Tough shot. You leave the bread away. It's not too bad, but hey, he doesn't look like he eats a lot of hamburger. He looks like he eats lettuce wraps. He is ripped.
I just don't think that you can call a hamburger junk food.
Defender all over him. That's a tough shot. But he's a great mid-range shooter. I mean, there's a lot of guys now that don't use the mid-range or just shoot threes like the best shooter. And look at him.
The Mavs are down a lot of bigs tonight.
I know.
Minnesota in front, but not for long. And one is right. Boban scores.
Was happy for Dodo and the sign to get. Oh, good steal.
Developing 2-on-1.
Yes, sir.
Let's go. He was shooting 42% on his threes this year with the main Celtics of the G League.
But Dirk, your very first game, you started at small forward, so he may not think you're a big man. He may think, you know.
That's true. Just don't leave the paint. You just shadow him wherever he dribbles. You just stay in the paint and then.
Good follow. Kapow!
And pull up. Oh, we got the same matchup.
Oh, later.
And this time got around him and the roll.
Good move. Yeah.
I want that.
Yeah. Oh, good read.
And here's Theo Pinson, and Pinson running down the floor and flushing.
This will be a big stop here going to half.
Yeah, they're poised to take a double-digit lead into the locker room at halftime. Beasley does score, but it still will be an 11-point lead at the intermission at American Airlines Center.
This is so big. Once you get to the spot, I mean, it's tough.
Across the floor, bounce pass from Brunson to Finney-Smith.
Oh!
Sterling Brown brings it up the floor. Brown keeps his dribble alive.
I mean, Jalen is literally attacking on every possession.
And they're impressed that he memorized all that.
Yeah.
In the last
Go,
break,
go,
as a matter
go.
of
Double,
fact.
double, double.
Quick move by Towns against that double team of Finney Smith and Powell, and Towns scores out of a timeout for Minnesota.
You got this. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, hard time to be trying to drop weight, by the way, at the holidays. Powell goes up top again.
That's what he does. Rolling hard to the hoop. Obviously, Jalen going to the rack. Good D. Stay in front. Stay in front.
Reed for the corner. And got the bounce on that three-pointer. Minnesota a little more connected. They're down by 12 early in the third quarter.
And yeah, we had the momentum a little bit after that dunk. Come on, Dope.
Finney Smith answers back. Rattle home a three-pointer.
Get back, set your team defense, and make them come up against your defense.
Pretty good defense by Finney Smith, but then a late find by Towns. Carl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Burke on the shot, in and out. Corner three, rimming out and falling back in, and there was no touch in the cylinder, it appears anyway, by Towns.
So you got to be ready, you got to be talking.
Get some turnovers.
Got everybody on the same page.
Finney Smith, nice. Finger roll.
Rebounding is a great offensive rebounder for his size, so obviously the shooting is a bonus, and he added that last. Yes!
Thinking of shooting being a bonus. Ntilikina for three, his first points of the game.
What we say, good intentions.
Here's a drive and score.
That's a double whammy. Get it. Stay down.
Russell, bullet pass inside. Nathan Knight rebounds his own miss. Third opportunity and stays after it to score. The second-year player from William and Mary.
Got to make up for it. No.
Russell denies Reed for three, and another three-pointer made by Reed. That's his third one tonight. Brunson's at 20 points for the game. Brunson with a really tough pass. Pinson upstairs. McDaniels comes to steal it, and then McDaniels in one motion gathers it in, drives and scores in the solo slam dunk to make it a one-point game. The role guy was to be determined, but the Brunson-Finney Smith pick and roll pays off guys in a trip to the free throw line.
Yeah, of course. I mean, you have to get the ball in Brunson's hands.
Oh, wow. Reed up top. And that is the first three-pointer made tonight by D'Angelo Russell in 9 attempted. Wow. Here's Boban inside. Tie game. Jalen Noel broke the tie with his score in the paint. Here's Finney Smith to Sterling Brown. One bounce dribble under the defense. And a fortuitous bounce for Brown. Rebound will carry him to the corner and picked up by Sterling Brown.
Go.
Got a 5-on-4.
Yeah, good find in the corner.
Finney Smith, and the find by Brown, and the three is good for Dorian Finney-Smith. Three-ball corner pocket. The first one he made in the game was just a little bit earlier in the quarter. Just a little slowdown by Brunson at the three-point line, then drove it. Inside Chris with the flush off the pass of Finney Smith. Welcome to Dallas, Texas, Marquise Chris. Steph Curry will be here that night as well. That's going to be pretty cool to see another guy who looks like he's on his way. As Brunson hits the pull-up, Curry being on his way to being another one-team guy.
They can finish over you.
Or make him pass it, and then McDaniels nearly turned it over. Towns to beat the shot clock.
That's a big bucket.
Towns now has 26. By the way, Brown 12 points, 10 rebounds, both season highs tonight. Brunson dishes. Ntilikina, that is called a long two by the official closest to us, and I think you're right, Dirk. Ntilikina was already trying to do something with it before he'd done the most important part of it, catch it.
Yeah, and I think. And then we don't run.
And it's Noel scoring through a foul for a chance at a three-point play. Down to 55 seconds left. The shot clock winding down at 6 seconds. It's Brunson driving on McDaniels. Around and down.
That's what you do. That's amazing. That's a good way to compare it. I mean, considering who was out on our side and come out and have a good effort at home, play with energy, win the game. Big time. That's awesome.
And there's going to be a lot of pressure on you.